2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5, down low. And for the Bulls, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Vucevic is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Williams at the small forward position. Now, here is Young. And tonight, a look at perhaps the future of the league, but it takes time, as you know, Steve, to build that.
You're right, Kevin. You got to start somewhere. A lot of these players still with their whole careers ahead of them. A lot of time to grow, but I love what I'm seeing.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Nice form, the elbow right in line. Zach LaVine has a fantastic-looking shot.
Pass to Capella. Bogdanovich dishes to Young. Fires the 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. And that sends Nikola Vucevic to the free throw line. That one on Collins. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
.58 seconds left in the first quarter. Young, no good. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Passes it to White. Here's the 3. That shot misses. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. White against Young. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Young's checked in for Vucevic. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Daniel Tice. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Williams. And Satoransky subbed in for Kobe White. Here's Young after the made shot from Lowry Markkanen. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Valentine with it to the wing right side. And Satoransky kicks to Valentine. Here's Young. Again, Chicago. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. From deep. And that one released in time, but no good.
A pretty versatile defender. Satoransky shows good size and sneaky athleticism.
And so the first quarter is... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Bulls 5 right now. Valentine and Markkanen, your small and power forwards. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Garrett Temple. And it's Young in at center. And here is Williams. After Denzel Valentine hitting the 3.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
Chicago leading by 7. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
To the middle, and now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
And the pass to Temple. Now Valentine over Reddish. The shot by Valentine, no good.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Reddish's shot is good.
Beautiful take from Cam, absorbing the contact and muscling through it.
Back to Satoransky. 32 seconds left in the first half of the game. Temple. And again, no good by Chicago. And the shot is good.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
And it's Williams with the ball for Atlanta. Trailing by 5. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Bulls making a switch here. Aminu's checked in, and then for Atlanta, John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Tony Snell subbed in for Reddish. There's Williams. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I have to respect how Lou plays. Wiry, strong, no stranger to the +1.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. 11 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Williams. Lets it go from deep. He can't get that one. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Of all the NBA nicknames, Shaq, is there a better double entendre? That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folk.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing from Lou Williams.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
On the court right now for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivals. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Young, following the three-point basket by Chicago.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Here's Bogdanovich. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Hawks shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Chicago.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
And again, Chicago, no good. Bogdanovich with it, now defended by Levine. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
And Williams, here we go.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And he makes the first. So both teams making some changes here. And Williams drops them both. Snell from outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Snell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's White. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Hawks lead by 3. And we're coming right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Wright and Levine team up in the backcourt. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Williams, and it's Markkanen in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Amino finds Levine, and right through it goes.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Young against White. And he banks in the layup. Young's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks.
He does a good job of making quick reads and quick decisions off ball screens. Young always looking under control.
White looking around. Williams outside. Rebounded by Capella. The Hawks leading by 5. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Al Farouk Aminu.
Takes advantage of the impatient defender. Tony Snell understands that getting to the line is a skill.
So for the Bulls, Vucevic comes in for Markkanen, and Daniel Tice subbed in for Al Farouk Aminu. Bogdanovich is checked in for Atlanta.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
And it's White missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
On the wing, Williams. They need this. Cans it from downtown.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceling each other out perfectly.
At the line for the Hawks, Trey.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
One thing you can say about Trae Young, he leaves a huge imprint on any basketball game he plays.
And the Hawks making a change here. Hunter's checked in. Here's White. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
And so they foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 7. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about executing the next play.
Satoransky looking around. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Maybe not the quickest release. Satoransky has smooth shot mechanics and a nice follow-through.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 4. 16 seconds left in the game. Seconds left in the fourth. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Trey. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They need a quick basket here.
Not only do they need a bucket, they need a 3 just to give them any chance at all.
$15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Levine can't hit. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for the Hawks.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Levine for 3. Trifecta!
If you want to know what Zach LaVine is made of, you just found out.
And so the Hawks take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them.